Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to CryptoExact. This is our server that's been being built for damn near 3 years now, specializing in cryptocurrency trading, but we're doing kind of a little bit of everything, but that's the focus here. I'm Jimmy, been trading for about 6 years. With a strong focus on crypto. It's kind of been a passion of mine. In this video, I just want to give you a rundown of all the things we have in the server, things you can check out. I won't get into too much detail on stuff because there's going to be videos, things you need to know. There will be other videos posted. So if you're checking something out, always just look if there's pinned messages. That's where I'm going to put this stuff. Anyway, come in, rules, start right there, read this through. I'm not going to read this to you. You can do that yourself. Roles, all of the main roles that we have here. You'll see a lot of these almost every day on a good day, but sometimes it's some might not be popping up. Reaction roles. So once you're verified, once you're in, you can get some different roles, kind of depending on your style of trading, what you're trading. This just helps make sure you're getting alerts for what you want and not a whole bunch of other stuff if that's how you choose to set the server up. So again, here we got the verify. When you come in, probably this is all you're going to see. I think the server's set up that way. You're not going to see almost anything until you verify, and then you get the first contact. That's our role. Everything here is a space theme. You'll notice that's kind of what I went with. Big use of that in crypto. To the moon, different things like that. So I just always had a fascination with space as well, and I just thought, you know what, this is going to be a really cool idea. I'm going to build on this, combine the two. This is what we get. Purchase membership. This is for our VIP section, which basically there's only one level. Once you have this, you can see everything. Lots of stuff in here. We'll get to that. Launchpad. This is where all the welcome messages come, and like new people can chat in here. It hasn't posed too much of a problem to date, but as long as it stays that way, then this will stay that, if there's new people and want to pop in and like ask a question here, they can do so. Referrals. This is a huge one. Helps the server out, helps me out. Like none of this stuff gives you a big return, but anything helps. The big one, KCEX, great exchange. They have good bonus offers. That's the one I kind of push for people that don't want to do KYC. They have great leverage, great coin selection, almost everything that the big exchanges have, and then some. But if you go to this beacons link, then there's lots of referrals depending what you're doing. If you're going to use the Cornix bot, you can use my referral for that. There's some different exchanges for Forex, gold, my Qcoin, this kind of stuff. Just always trying to promote that. Like I said, little bits at a time, but just trying to build a little something there. Down the side, I try to keep all these all this stuff, the categories, the channels, as easy to follow as possible. What I like to do to keep everything neat and clean is I keep all of my categories closed, and then when something new comes in, a message, it'll actually show like this. This has way more than just those three, but because these three have unread messages for me, they're standing out here until I look at it. Well, as you can see, if I click on these, go to the bottom, now it's gone. But great way to keep everything kind of clean, and then you'll be able to quickly see where there's stuff you haven't seen yet. But anyway, going to mission control. This is kind of a good spot. Probably like if you're doing some of your own trades and stuff, you probably spend a lot of time in these two scanners. Totally created by me from scratch. Galactic Scanner, Market Pulse, um, great information. This is something that I haven't really seen done anywhere else, and just will point you in the right direction for trades and stuff like that. Even if you're following other stuff, other people, whatever. If you see certain things happening within these scanners, and there'll be a video for those separately, um, you'll see this brings some great information. Can almost tell you whether you should be long, should be short. The market's choppy. Just and they're always being updated too. So lots to go over there. These three, don't use these as much anymore. The high impact news is active. So this is just any financial market high impact news. You don't even see this unless in roles you react. Like down here, I mentioned how I added it. You got to click this little newspaper roll, and then you would have this, because otherwise it just is going to spam your notifications. Like, it's pretty active all day, but it's just stuff that's influencing financial markets, forex, stocks, crypto, metals, whatever. Market sentiment, I'm kind of sitting on the verge of deleting this. I haven't been using the bot that was feeding data to this one. To be honest, Galactic Scanner and Market Pulse are just way better for giving ideas and such. So for now it's there, but I don't know if we'll see something there. That might just disappear. Signals and callers. This is where you're going to see all the manual stuff. So you got my calls, anything I'm doing. Most of the time, I'm putting it in here, so you can see the trades I'm taking, progress on them as they go. You know, I try to get a manual trade at least every day. Doesn't always happen, but sometimes this just gets 3, 4. You never know. It depends on the market. But that's where I'm at. Jimmy's Insights. This is kind of something new. I haven't done too much here yet, but just to keep my calls channel clear, this is like market ideas. I did a video on USDT dominance. Very informative at that time. This probably needs an update. Actually, it would be a great next video. And yeah, just things I'm seeing in the market, things to keep your eye on. That's kind of what I made this channel for. These notes calls, great analyst, has some great plays. This is his channel. We did have a couple callers here, and there's a couple more that are going to be coming. So you can always this changes every now and then. Just kind of depends who's around, who wants to be a part of it. Always open to people to come and join and take a part in the server, give their own analysis. You also got down here member TA and signals, where anybody that has the roles can technically post in here, post their own analysis. So if you don't have your own channel and you want to share something with the group, that's there. Free signals. I think as soon as you're in here, once you verify and you get the first contact role, or maybe this is visible to everyone, I think you got to verify. But again, this is just a little something I share every now and then. Sometimes it goes a bit with nothing. Sometimes, again, I might hit it daily or whatever. There's no set time or whatever amount of trades that I put in here. It's just when I remember, when I feel like it, basically. Hodler picks. This is, long-term plays, things that I think are going to be a good hold, or something that, basically for spot traders. I do tell people if you're doing these plays and you want to do like 3 times leverage, 4 times leverage, something that's not crazy, you can still take these. It's just this is a little bigger setup for a trade, so you don't want to be going in with high leverage. And every channel while I'm at it, if you click on it, you can see like I have channel topic, it calls it definition, basically what's in that channel. So you'll see, I don't know if I even put one or not. Oh, it does. I was going to say a lot of channels do, especially in my algorithms. I give some insight on how they should be traded, what it's looking at, what type of algorithm it is. Is it scalping? Is it long term? Is it day trading? So you can always check that out. If you're not sure what to trade or how to trade it, you're going to want to check that out. Risky signals. Again, I haven't used this very much because I'm just not being super risky. I used to do a lot of finding these tops where like a coin is pumping, but the market's kind of changed. I feel like that's just gotten so much harder to do that I haven't been putting a whole lot. Well, it's been a while now. Maybe I'll try to start doing some of this every now and then, but I try to not be doing too much risky stuff, too much gambling, that kind of thing. Losing trades, I want to start using it. I just always forget because I'm so focused on so much other stuff. But my losses are all posted in my calls channel. I always post typically if I hit a stop loss, unless I'm asleep or something. It's not going to be posted right away, but never hide my losses. This channel was actually more just made for education and research purposes, development, so we can look at the charts and look, what went wrong, what could have been different, where would have been a better entry. I just thought this is a great channel, and again, haven't really done much there, but it's been on my mind the last week or two. I'd like to start really getting that more active if we do hit a stop loss. Doesn't happen very often. Autopilot algos. So this is kind of what I've had my head stuck in the sand doing for the last probably close to 2 years. Automation has always fascinated me. Being able to trade when you're sleeping, when you're working, basically just doing, setting this up. So I do have certain bots that my algorithms work with. So announcements tells you these are the two big ones: Pulsar profits and cosmic gains. Pulsar profits, kind of a fast scalping algorithm, but sometimes they take a little time, but the aim is pretty fast. Cosmic gains is more of a intraday or swing trades. Both of these are constantly being worked on, but just as of super lately, running greater than they have been ever. They're doing very well. There will be videos again, even on these, just because lots to go over with that. Supernova stacks was a different algorithm, but I'm now using this for a new one I'm developing, which is going to be like a super high leverage scalp. So something like MEX C, where there's a lot of stuff you can do up to 200 times leverage. The exchange BTCC, you can do like up to 500 times on Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you're into gambling with tiny bits of margin, Rollbit, Sol Casino, this algorithm is really trying to pinpoint, like, it's going to find tiny little moves, but like good entries on tiny little moves, so that you can use that that stupid leverage and, maybe do something with it. Kind of like playing roulette, to be honest. Like a lot of places, the nice thing like MEXC, like you can do 200 times leverage and you can do it with cross margin where like the casino sites like Sol Casino, Rollbit, you're stuck on an isolated play. You're not even really trading. It just shows you a chart with like a 1 second line that's following the market, popping up and down. It's really it's more gambling than trading. But MEXC, cross margin, this algorithm, you'll be able to play around with that a little bit. Pulsar profits. This is like I said, my scalping. This goes 24/7, trades all day. Cosmic gains, same thing. Bigger plays with lighter leverage. So this would also be more for a more conservative trader, I would say. The leverage is quite light, but you do see like you get some decent returns on some of these if you take a scroll up and check it out. These have been running on Telegram forever, but I'm now using a bot to get them forwarded into Discord. Nebula trends. This just gives you information. Like I did have this labeled. I forgot to put it back, but in brackets I had spot scanner. Like this just kind of gives you ideas. Like if you look at these messages, it tells like a trend shift. If a trend shift is detected on high time frames, it tells you the volume change daily and weekly. Some EMA slopes on some crazy time frames and periods. Again, just trying to look for those big moves. Like not high leverage for sure, but you can scale into stuff and find some great moves here from time to time. But also it could take you looking at a chart. You get the info or the alert here. You go to the chart, and maybe this is where you start to learn some technical analysis. You can you use this information to go and maybe figure something out, like a setup or your own plays. Quasar Capital. This is my strictly Bitcoin and Ethereum strategy that I've put into one of my automated algorithms. I do want to set this up so it's like Pulsar and Cosmic, and it'll actually tell you when entries happen, each take profit, the percentage, how long it took. I haven't done it yet, but I also haven't released this to absolutely everyone yet. So it's there. If you can see it, check it out. Very accurate, very, very accurate, especially for hitting TP1, your first take profit. I typically set my stop loss to entry after that. It doesn't always get into 3 and 4, a lot of 2s, but like very high TP1. Good strategy. Automated it, works great. Forex, again, we don't I used to do a lot of manual trades, and I had a channel where I did a lot of Forex and stuff. I do kind of want to get back to it. I used to do very well in Forex as well, but just spread too thin, too much going on. And I do have my algorithms that run. And again, there's some really good stuff that comes through this channel if you're into Forex trading. Metals day trades, gold and silver. If you're on an exchange where you're trading Forex or whatever, then, maybe this is something else you're also interested in. Stock day trades, kind of just updated this algorithm. It's pretty cool. Different stuff here again. Like it's probably more looking for some big moves. I've done some reviews, and some of these do great, and then others I might have to tweak some stuff. Again, crypto is the main thing, but I just try to take some of my good strategies that some stuff works on almost any financial market, or you might tweak it a bit. My bots also collect tons of data, so when I have these things set up, I can always go over data, see where we stopped, why we stopped, what could be different. Among many stops, we look for kind of confluence on what could have made those stops not happen. If we filtered the trade by a certain metric, whatever, it's there. Funded trader algo, another new one, somewhat new. This has been running for a while. Some people have probably been in here for a while, and I've just slowly added some more roles, I believe, to this one. If you have the VIP, you would see it, but this is just doing assets that most funded or prop firms are allowing you to trade: currencies, Dow Jones, NASDAQ, SPY, gold, Russell 2000, lots of stuff in here, oil. And again, these tend to do quite well. I have some other scanners that are working on this stuff. They're not really in this server. I got another one that I haven't really launched yet, but it's more focused on this kind of stuff. But you also get like these alerts on, because prop firms try to screw you, and they got all these rules, and this is where a lot of people fail. So there's a lot of alerts, like when the trading opens, when it closes, when agricultural markets open and close, when you got to close for the weekend, a lot of stuff like that. There's a lot of different ones. I forget. There's like 8 different alerts. All trades to be closed in 12 hours for the weekend, 4:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just a ton of stuff. Alerts, signals, if you're into that kind of thing. Stellar Lounge. This is where kind of chat announcements. So like my main server announcements, everything. If I'm doing something in the server and I kind of want to blast it to everybody, this is where you're going to see it. Almost anyone can see this too, just nobody can type. People can react, but that's about it. Read it, see the history. You can check this out. Astronaut Core. This is caller chat. So anyone who's a caller or part of management, really, of the server is in here. VIP chat. This isn't super active either. Like, there is a lot of people with VIP roles, but general chat is where most of this happens. I did have this called Project Ozma, which was, I don't know if you Google it, it was a whole thing with communication, interstellar communication, blah, blah, blah. I thought it was kind of cool with the space theme, but a lot of people, I guess, didn't take the time to Google it and were like, what the hell is that? Why is it not just called general chat, blah, blah, blah. So I changed it back. General chat, whatever. Super simple. This is where you'll see probably most of the activity every day. People chatting about setups, life, what's going on. This is just everything, trading, off topic, people sharing their profits and stuff. Lots of great traders in the community. Lots of people that can help you out, answer lots of questions if I'm not around. This is kind of like, in the server, I would say this is the go-to spot if you're looking to figure something out, chat to somebody, whatever. Testimonials and P&L, where all the profit tickets. There have been spots in here. Some people have posted testimonials. It's probably a far scroll up, but there is, lots of stuff in here of just people sharing their trades. Even, we got meme coins. Don't do a lot of meme coins, but a little bit. I used to do them quite a bit. Again, I've just been lately spread out really thin, so I'm kind of sticking to lower risk stuff. So I personally haven't been doing it, but we do still have a section for that if that's what you're into. Member achievements. This is through the Me6 bot. This basically awards people with XP for certain things, sending messages, being active in voice chats or video chats, reacting, all this different kind of stuff, boosting the server. There's many different things. You get levels. I did always tell people, like, one day there's going to be something brought up that, like, I will use this, people's ranking, people's levels. This will be used to maybe determine some things in the future, giveaways or special roles, that kind of thing. Miscellaneous. Again, a news channel. This one is actually not current. I used to have a bot that fed this. This was purely crypto news. I should look into turning this back on because it was kind of neat. I had it muted, but I would come here every now and then and just kind of scroll through, see if there was something interesting going on. Knowledge channel. Lots of stuff in here, like right down to even like full books. People sharing strategies, PDFs. There's a lot of books. I've put a lot of digital copies of full ebooks in here. Yeah, like he says, a lot of reading, a lot of stuff in here. Great stuff that if you just go through this when you have the time, you'd be a better trader for sure. Like you'd learn. Like I've learned lots from all these things. Like some of these are like some of the highest regarded trading books out there. Just lots of stuff. I share little things. Some of these are short PDFs, a few pages, and some are full books. Some are just diagrams. You'll have to check it out. Good stuff. Trading tools. I was getting into this as well, but automation and algorithms were kind of my main focus. But I was also starting to develop indicators for TradingView, doing my own indicators. Like I still actually, this one's been updated so much, but this indicator, I thought it was funny. I called it spam because it really does fill your page with a lot of information, but it's strategic price action matrix. Great indicator. I still use it quite a bit. It's always up on my chart here where you can see how many indicators you use. Like sometimes I'll pop it on just to get a feel of what's going on in the market. This is available to anybody that's in the server with a VIP role, basically. Airdrops, don't see this a lot, but every now and then something will be in here. I'm always open to other members that, I've said to people, if you want to get in on the airdrops, all I got to do is give you a role anyone can share here. Sometimes like airdrops can be, kind of flop and sometimes great. Some like you can make some real money if you hit the right one. So that info's kind of there. And if anybody really wants to jump on that, feel free. Mining. I mean, nowadays there's not a lot in crypto that's really worth mining or effective or efficient. But it's there. Micro cap and low caps. This is where you'll find your meme stuff, meme coin scalps. So just looking to ape in big profits or some profits, get out. Meme coin holds. Sometimes this could be like a a low cap or a micro cap that's going to get, because any spot trader, if you get 364%, 123%, 176, like 255%, like meme coins or low caps, like you can hit this kind of stuff like crazy. 248, 75%, 96%. Just did have loads of these going. I did have an automation for low caps I was working on. It's not out yet, but one day soon, hopefully you'll see it. Wallet tracker. I've got some, I would say, pretty great wallets that this channel tracks. It notifies instantly when they buy something or when they sell something, what they spent, what they made, that type of thing. There's if you go through this, but again, it's something you may want to go into the settings, and turn the notifications off on this channel unless it's something that you want to see, just because then it's not spamming you all day. I think in this server, it's probably important the first thing you should do is go through and maybe do that on some of these channels I've mentioned that just have a lot of information happening. You probably want to turn off notifications or put only mentions if it's certain things like you can see that my scanners actually will alert. Like this one was just crazy, so it was alerting all three. But you can react to pick your role: scalper, day trader, long-term holder. And this changes with each market review. For sentiment, it'll actually just tag who this might be pertaining to, or who it would concern the most. Micro and low cap category, still scanning only. Again, if you don't know, like, what is it, click on to see the definition. Plays to scan or keep an eye on, but not necessarily posted as an ape call. So this isn't someone saying like, hey, buy this now. It's like someone wants to get this info that like the Rick bot gives you. Sometimes you just want to see all this stuff. So this is a channel where you can just scan. If that's something you're looking at. Wormhole Lounge. This is where live streams and all that will happen. Starship Crew Space. This is just general chat. Anybody can jump in here and talk if they want. No restrictions. Mission Simulation is like market reviews, live streams if I'm doing something like that, or if someone else wants to do something like that. Charting, technical analysis, can jump into here. Mission Status is management. Maybe, if we got something to talk about in the server, marketing, that kind of stuff. This is where we would do that. Metals, Forex, stocks. Kept this at the bottom again because not our focus here, but lots of information. If you want it, it's there. And then for fun, memes and jokes, we just share some funny stuff in here, probably not as often as I'd like to, but there's some good stuff in there. And I got this Rocket Gambling Casino. It's not even real money, but you can play all your typical casino games, roulette, blackjack. I don't even know what else there is. Where is it here? I don't know. You can check that out if it's something that you're into. It's this one. Buy lotto, coin flip. I haven't looked at this in a while. I used to come on here and play roulette quite a bit. Poker. You can get daily coins by just reacting. Roulette. But yeah, there's blackjack, spin the wheel. Just again, just for fun. That doesn't do anything. So yeah, that's kind of the gist. That's the server. It's always being updated, always being worked on. Like there's always lots going on. Like this alone keeps me pretty busy. If you have any questions, you can hit up one of the chats, send me a DM. My DMs are always open, depending on time zone. May take me a way to get a little time to get to it. But anyway, hopefully you find somewhere here to fit in. Trade safe and happy trading.